Alright, what is going on, guys? Pavel's back again, and I wanted to talk about this banner because this is a weird banner for me personally. You'll see here, 1000 Year Blood War Round 11 Lifelong Desire rerun. Lille Barrow, Nanao, and then Gremmy. Now, these characters, when they originally came out, were actually really good. Like, Nanao is still one of the, in my opinion, better Espada killers because she does have a boost and she provides barriers. She doesn't have multi-barrier. For the newer players coming in, she doesn't have multi-barrier. She's just a barrier unit with boost, which is actually pretty good. Gremmy, it wasn't really all that great when he originally came out. I still don't think he's all that great. He's not a bad character, he's just not great. And in this day and age, you kind of need a character to be, in my opinion, relatively OP in order to merit you spending your orbs, because something greater could be on the horizon, or these characters could at this point be remade at some point. And then Lille Barrow, in my opinion, is still really good. No status elements, so you're not going to really farm IT with them. But now that Caleb's coming out with farmers, having a character that's just strong, if you just want to play the game and just have fun with the character, he's not a bad character to get, because he's a 3k length beam, you have the 960 AoE, and then you have a standard full screen 1200 AoE strong attack, and he's a Stern Ritter. But I wouldn't recommend summoning on this banner only because I don't really think it's all that great. But there are some caveats when it comes to this banner. If you have the Unahana Yachiru, you have Little Girl Yachiru, and then you have Banken. So these characters are 1000 Year Blood War resurrected characters, and there are only 9 characters on this banner, which means that the values, in my opinion, is not too shabby. If you're new to the game and you're missing all these characters, it's not a bad idea to summon. I genuinely believe that. But if you're like a veteran to this game and you're missing like half this roster, this is an easy skip. These characters are going to show up as filler later on down the line as we're getting more 1000 Year Blood War banners, and I don't really see Caleb stopping the 1000 Year Blood, like new 1000 Year Blood War banners. They have slowed down quite a lot. It looks like they're going back to the 3-month format that they had originally, with September having Toshiro Shunsui Swasajin and Byakuya. Sorry, I forgot that, because you know they still didn't give him Frenzy. Kind of oof. And then round 2 came out in December. That was Banken Yachiru. And then March we got Shikai Ichigo, that was Bankai Renji, as well as Bankai Rukia. And then in July we actually, well, end of month July, we actually ended up getting round 4, and that was True Bankai Ichigo, Kisuke, Yoruichi, and Yuhabaha, right? So I see these characters coming out as filler at some point, so I wouldn't really recommend summoning for them. Oetsu and Ichibe are due for a remake, and Orihime is due for a remake too, so I genuinely wouldn't recommend summoning on this banner unless you're really new and you're missing everyone. Only if you're missing everyone. If you have even 2 of these characters, maybe if you're missing all but 1. No. Yeah, if you're missing all but 1, maybe. But if you're missing 2, if you have at least 2 of these characters, I would just say skip. You've been fine without these characters. You'll be fine without these characters. Yeah, no, that's pretty much that. So I'm busy talking to a friend, and I'm literally thinking to myself, like, I would not be surprised if they do a rerun on the Chad Uryu Ichigo banner, the new 1000 Year Blood War banner, probably in the next week. If they don't, maybe sometime early next month. We'll see. It's just inference, because we're getting a new 1000 Year Blood War banner. That's 100% confirmed pretty much at this point. So yeah, just keep that in mind.